What's up, guys? Ryan Borden here. Today I'm going to show you a ChatGPT hack that makes $4,800 a day. And it's honestly just an easy way to make money online right now with ChatGPT. So let me show you what's possible here. This is Stripe, which is the credit card processor. If you look at the past 12 months, it's $1 million. And if you look at the past 4 weeks, we are at 145,000. Now that 145,000 is where I got the number here for $4,800 daily. Because if you pop open a calculator and do the math, we are at $4,800 per day. Now this doesn't even include PayPal, which brings in another $1,200 to $1,800 a day. So, and I'm not saying this to brag, right? Because I'm just trying to show you what's possible. If you look at the past 12 months or so, and the way this graphs out, you can see we had some stuff and then it started going up. And the reason it's down here for January is because we're only the middle of January and it does it on the whole month. So by the time the end of January, we're actually trending up higher here. And it's just going to keep going up. And it's honestly made possible by bots and AI and the opportunities that are available right now that you can jump in on too. So to that end, we actually run tons of tests. And if you want more tests and you want me to keep running tests and keep giving you these updates, if you could reply yes down in the comments, that would really help, because then I can give you future free trainings like this one. And I know that I'm giving you the stuff that you're actually interested in and the stuff that you want. So as we jump into this too, I do want to say, of course, $4,800 daily is not something you're going to do overnight, right? Yes, it's a hack, and yes, AI is amazing, and bots and ChatGPT are going to help us, right? They really are going to help us along the way, but you can't go from zero to $4,800 overnight. It just doesn't work that way. So there is going to be a little bit of work, and you do need to get more knowledge than just this 10-minute video, right? This 10-minute video is going to cover the process, but I can't break down every single step for the process, because it's just not enough time in 10 minutes. So you can go to fortunebots.com classes and get in the live classes. They're twice a week. And in there, I actually break down all the steps step by step, as well as other methods as well. So as we go through this, we're going to start by going to Scary Toolbots. That's just a checklist here. If we go to scarytoolbots.com and enter in our email address, then what's going to happen is it's going to get a checklist like this that's free. And what this is, it's a list of affiliates, right? So affiliates, if you don't know, is where you promote someone else's product, course, service, SaaS tool, doesn't matter, right? And then they deliver the product and you get paid. Now, a lot of them pay reoccurring percentages, which is really nice. Some of them are one-off. You can do the ones that work for you, but there's just a lot going through here. And so you can see, and then more, right? It just goes on and on and on. So even if we just take one here, like Jasper, for example, which is an AI writing tool, if we go to Jasper and we look at it, we can see, like right now we have 4,000. In fact, I haven't refreshed this in a minute. 4,100 actually of unpaid earnings. And you can see the payouts run here. I showed a different affiliate tool in the video yesterday. And the point is the list goes on, right? You can make money with all of these tools. So these are $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 payments, $3,800, etc. And some of them are $4,000. And so these are reoccurring. That's the really great thing that I really like personally. You get a reoccurring commission, right? Because once you have that customer, for the life of the customer, it doesn't matter how many years they stay a customer, every single month, you get your 30% of what they pay, which is how we get to these numbers, because we're not even promoting this tool. Haven't promoted it for a while. So you can actually build up and do quite a bit here. Now, what we need is this affiliate link, because this is the link where they go here. And when someone goes to this link, I'll just open it up in a new tab. They go to this link, they say, okay, cool, I'm going to sign up, even with a free trial. Once they sign up and become a paid customer, then you get paid. And so that's how it's tracked, is with the link. So we need our link, and we're going to use this in the bot, which is this bot here. So let me actually get out of this here and go back to our notes, which is, we have number 2, which is the bot. So we're going to use the bot to promote this link, right? So I actually have this running right now. And the one I did yesterday, since yesterday, it sent 84,000 messages, promoted our link to 84,000 people, right? So let me get out of this and get into, I'm going to board it here. That'll take a second. And if we go into the project here and look at it, you can kind of think about this like email. It's not, but that's the easiest way I can explain it to you. And so we have a subject and a message. So the message is pretty straightforward. And yesterday we did Pictory, which was a video creation tool. And And so I went ahead and just put in a message here. Are you tired of spending hours on tedious writing tasks? Jasper AI, blah, 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 right? It's a sales message. And at the end of it here, we can go ahead and put our link. Click here to find out more, right? And then we put our link. And so I just put the link in here. Obviously, again, you don't ever want to put your direct affiliate link in here. You always want to use a redirect link. And again, I cover that in the fortunebots.com live classes here. So, that's all covered, but you just don't want to do that because you run into issues. So we'll put a redirect link in there. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to assume that this is the link and we're going to pretend it's the redirect link. And we're going to go ahead and click OK here. And then we're going to start this up. And we can see that it is currently on about 84,265 messages. And what's going to happen is when it starts, I have 750,000 contact forms loaded in here. So we actually have a marketplace, which I'll put the link down in the description, where if you don't have contact forms, you can go ahead and get a big list of contact forms. And so then you can load in like 750,000 instead of having to use keywords and go really slowly. So the marketplace is down there. But what's happening now is we are on step 2, and the bot now is sending the link to Jasper. Now, ideally what we'd actually do is we want to really capture their email, which is why I just went ahead and put in the link there, because I wanted to show you where to put, that you can put a link in there, not the exact link. Like I said, we're going to do the redirect links, and we're even going to go a step farther and capture the actual email address here. So what does that mean? Well, basically, we're going to use what's called a landing page or a squeeze page, or a page that kind of looks like this. You might recognize it because it's a page that looks a whole lot like this, like the fortunebots.com, where you can sign up for the live classes. You can put your email address in and do this, and that's how you get into the live classes. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to spin it differently. So what we're going to do is we're going to get their email address, and I'll show you this in a second, so stick with me as I go through this video. But we're going to get their email address here, and then I'll show you how ChatGPT plays a part here. But once we capture their email address, we can send them emails over and over again. Because if we just go here into the bot and we send them straight to our redirect link that goes to the affiliate, well, we've sent some traffic, and that's great. We can see it's picked up about 50 or 60 that it's sent so far, and it will just keep sending here as we go along. But if we send that traffic once, then it's done, and we made some sales, and that's great, but then we lose it. If we capture the email address here, that's the real key. You're not going to get to $4,800 a day by just sending the traffic. It would take an army of people and a farm of servers running these bots to be able to accomplish that. The real value and the real hack, aside from ChatGPT, that gets you to $4,800 is capturing the email. So that's like the big thing you want to do, is capture their email address. So what does that really mean? Well, we build a landing page like this, which I actually built this in the last video, so you can go watch that if you didn't watch that already on the same channel where I'm building this landing page in the video, another free training. And we have our landing page. We're going to enter our email address kind of like this. When we do that, it takes us to a download page. Now we have their email address, which I'll show you why that matters in a moment. But here's the download page. What is the download? Well, if we click on the download, it's actually a free report, which if we go back here a page, basically what we're promising them is we're telling them they can unlock the power of video marketing and boost their sales with our comprehensive guide. So if we enter the email address, if they do, then they get a free report. Well, the free report is of a value because it helps them to build their business and show them why video is important, because the promotional product that this was about, again, we're talking about Jasper, which is an AI writing tool. But if we go to Scary Toolbots and look at the list, we can get this tool yesterday, which is Pictory, which I built this around, which is a AI video creation tool. Hence the point, you can promote all these tools with this same methodology. Of course, that's great, but we want to stay on track here. So if we download the free report, we get this PDF report that is 4 pages. And what this is it's a report that talks about how video marketing can increase help them make money, basically, 3 reasons why their video marketing can increase sales and help your business, right? All businesses want to make more money. That's the point of business. So it's a whole free report, 4 pages. Now, normally you'd have to pay someone hundreds of dollars to do the research and write something like this because this is a valuable report. But we rewrote it with ChatGPT. So go watch the video yesterday on how to do that. But as far as what we're going to do today is if we go in here, I'm actually going to go ahead and create a new email sequence. So like I said here, when we're on our landing page and we get the email address, we immediately give them the free report. I don't want to confuse you. So if you don't understand what that's about, go watch the video yesterday. The point of this is if we stick to this, we are capturing the email. So we're going to use the bot, and instead of sending the link to the affiliate, we'll send them to our landing page. That'll be the link in the bot. And the bot, again, the whole point of this is to promote the Scary Toolbots checklist, which I showed you, which has some affiliate offer on it. Now, once we've captured their email, we want to send them emails. We send them emails every single day, 7 days a week, and we offer them the deal, right? So the deal in this case is the affiliate product, which is, so for example, whatever we chose out of here, but we're talking today about Jasper. So we're going to send them, 7 days worth over the next 7 days, a whole week's worth of emails. Hey, Jasper's amazing. Hey, Jasper's awesome. Hey, this is why it's awesome. So now you have to write 7 days worth of emails. Sound fun? Yeah. Not so much. So email 1's fun and email 2 is like, okay, again. So if I'm going to go in here, I got to create a sequence here. What a sequence is a list or a sequence of emails that goes each time. So let me set this up here and I'll show you how it works. So I made a starting thing, and what happens is when someone goes here and enters their email address, it's called a trigger, the starting rules, and that automatically sets the whole thing in place. So this is 100% automated. And again, I realize that there's a lot here. Again, we're on a 10-minute YouTube video, and that's why we have the fortunebots.com classes, because I also teach this in the classes, live classes twice a week. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to send an email address, or not an email address, send an actual email now. So let me do that. So in this process, we have to build 7 days worth of emails. Well, I don't personally enjoy typing out 7 days worth of emails. If you do, that's fine, but we don't want to stop at just 7, because you're going to do 7, of course. So the whole, I'm kind of jumping ahead for half a second here, but the whole point of this is how are you going to get to $4,800 a day? You're not going to make $4,800 a day with one affiliate, probably. I mean, maybe you could crush it and find the method, but so again, we haven't promoted this in a while. This is like $4,100, so $4,000 for a month, right? Not a day. So the way that you do it is you do it with lots of tools. And so when you're done promoting Jasper, then you're going to also set up a 7-day campaign for Surfer and a 7-day for Art. So you're going to go set up 7-day campaigns for all of these, right? So there's 50 right there. So 50 times 7, I don't know, what is that, 350? So I don't want to write 350 emails, right? Enter AI and ChatGPT to get the email done. So let's go over here and let me do that, and I'll show it to you. So I've asked ChatGPT to give me a 7-day email sequence, and I've talked about how it should solve business problems and talked about how it's for a tool called Jasper and they can increase their ROI and all that jazz. I also asked it to give me a subject line for that, and I asked it for email 1 first just because I don't want to. It does have limitations, and so you can get 365 days worth of emails, but not all at once. So you have to kind of ask it, okay, give me email 1, give me email 2, give me email 3. And it's smart enough to keep track of it all and know it, and that's great. And so it's given us a subject and then a message, right? And so I did fail to tell it that I wanted the call to action to be a link. So I've told it now to do 2 things. One, to make the email shorter, because shorter emails tend to work better. The longer you get after, a matter of sentences, the lower the conversion rates. And then the second thing I said was, hey, give me a spot for a link, which is just really handy. So I'll let that do that. And it has done that and given us a much shorter email, which is fantastic. And here it says, click here to sign up and see the difference it can make in your business. So this is really easy. We're going to grab the subject line. I mean, how easy? It still is hard to grasp sometimes how amazing ChatGPT is, because seriously, okay, what I've done is gone to a thing called ChatGPT and I've asked it to write emails for me, and then I can talk to it like a real human being and then come back and say, all right, that's great, but now make it shorter and give me a place for a call to action link, which is great. And it did that. And so now I'm going to go ahead and grab this and go over here, and I'm going to add the email in here. So we'll paste it in, and then let me just format. So I did quick formatting, just hit enter a couple of times, right? And I stuck my name down here, of course. And then now we just need to stick in our link. So we can grab our link for Jasper here and put in, so I'm going to grab this. Again, remember, we are getting a tool from Scary Toolbots. We're driving traffic to a landing page, and then the landing page is going to capture the email address. ChatGPT is going to write the emails, and we're going to send them emails so that when they click this link that we got from our affiliate, they sign up, we get paid. So we grab the link, pop it in over here, and say click here, and let me just do that. And I just turned it into a link, trying to shorten this up just so I don't take too much of your time. Again, for the longer version where we actually dive in, fortuneboss.com classes. But so now I'm going to get through this here, and I have created it. I just need to connect it here and then activate it, and voila. So now when someone goes here and enters their email address, then they get an automated email. So let me just do it. And here it is. So I entered my email address, right? So, and that got us to the thank you page. I can get my free report. That's great, that we wrote with ChatGPT. And then here is the email that ChatGPT wrote, just like we saw. I mean, literally, it's just the, it's the whole thing right here. And now it's automatically sending the email. And then when they click our link, it pops them over to Jasper. They can sign up and we get paid. And so this is such an easy system. And then, of course, now I can go back to ChatGPT and say, great, with this same framework, give me email 2 with a subject, right? So then it's going to go ahead and go into email 2. Then you ask it for email 3, and you're just copying and pasting what AI has written for you. I mean, ChatGPT is an AI, and it's writing all of the stuff for you, and you just copy and paste it into your CRM. And then it sends the emails, and it winds up showing in the inbox. And then they click the link. They wind up on Jasper. We get our 30% reoccurring when they sign up. And that's how it all works. So that brings us to the last step, which we already talked about briefly before, which if on Scary Toolbots, once we have this done for Jasper, then we're just going to go to the next and 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 so on and so forth. And set them all up, and ChatGPT is doing all of the heavy lifting. I mean, it's writing all the emails, it's writing the free reports. If you go look at all the other videos on the channel I've done with ChatGPT, tons of other steps that ChatGPT can help you with as well. And so basically we just 2x, 4x, 8x, 10x, and keep going. And that's how we get to $4,800 a day. And that's how we're going to exceed $4,800 a day. So if I come back and do this video in a few months, it's going to be $6,000 a day, and then $8,000 a day, and then $10,000 a day. And it just keeps going and just keep building. So that's how you get through it. And the cool thing is, if you know how to or want to learn how in the fortuneboss.com classes, right? So you can go to live classes at fortuneboss.com, enter your email address here, and then click Let's Do This. And you get in the live classes, right? So you can do it. Now, of course, you can shortcut this process even further as well, right? Because like I said, you got to do a little work, you got to learn, get to $4,800 a day. But I went through several steps here in this short YouTube video, and we can see here that the bot in the background has already sent like 250 messages just while we were typing this out. Oh no, I think it's like 2,000 actually. So anyways, it's still cranking away. And so that's the great thing. Everything just runs automatically in the background once you have it set up, but you have to set it up. So obviously they're set up here with this bot. They're set up with the CRM to be able to send the messages. There is the contact forms themselves that you need to be able to do it. And so you can scrape those, which means just go out and get them. But it's a slow process, or you can just grab a whole bunch of them from the marketplace. And the point of the marketplace, which I'll also drop the link down below, is we can do everything for you and get everything set up. And so once it's set up, then you just have to run it, right? So that's all there too. But overall, what you need to look at is that, this does take some time, but it doesn't take an unearthly amount of time, because bots and AI and ChatGPT are going to speed things up for you. And of course, you're going to have to spend a few dollars to start out. You can do this manually, of course, and not spend any money if you have more time. But if you want to save a little bit of time, then you can spend a few dollars. But in the end, it's actually going to make you a ton of money, because we're doing $4,800 a day. And overall, you don't have to be an expert to do this either, right? Because yes, there's some steps, and yes, it's a little complex. And yes, you have to do things like the redirect link and set up the bot, and you got to set up the CRM and that sort of stuff. But we break down everything for you in the fortunebots.com classes. So if you want to start setting up and getting towards your $4,800 a day, then what you need to do is go to fortunebots.com, and we're going to talk about ChatGPT and everything and how it all relates. But go to fortunebots.com, enter your email address, click Let's Do This, get in the live classes, and I will see you in the next live class. And until then, happy money making.